Hi.
Come on now, dog.
Fucking nuts.
Come on, man.
This woman is nuts.
Yeah. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. We about to get started. Yeah. Hit the like, hit the like. Looking for a $15 live stream goal to stay on 2 hours. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat. Or super chat, super sticker, which is the dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. Even though YouTube take 30% off the top and make me wait 30 days to get it, 70% of something is better than 100% of nothing. Join the new channel, Dating Dysfunctions. Um, my black content seems to be doing way better than my. I mean, we'll see. I had one video, 4.4 thousand views. This other black theme video, 10K, but my white theme video is 100 views, 97 views, 218 views, 104 views. We'll see. We're gonna let it marinate. But go join the channel if you haven't already. I don't. We'll see what happens. We already have 300 subscribers. It just went live 7 days ago. So hopefully, we'll see. Hopefully, in a month or two, we'll have 1,000 subscribers. I'm gonna turn the monetization on, and we're gonna see what's cracking. But let's talk. Let's talk. I was talking to some 40 plus women I know again today. So I posed a question. I asked a question. I asked if you went on a date with if you went on a date with every man on the planet, or 2 dates. I said 2 dates just to give everybody a fair chance to really get to know them. If you went on 2 dates with every man on earth, after 2 dates, what percentage of men do you think you could see yourself dating after going on 2 dates with them? One of the women said 10 men. 10 men out of 4 billion. What percentage is that? Let's look the percentage up. This is fucking ridiculous. At that point, you should just at that point you don't like men and you just shouldn't deal with men. If you only think you would be interested in possibly dating 10 men out of 4 billion, just leave men the fuck alone. But let's see. 10 is what percentage of 4 billion? This is about to be ridiculous. Ten is what percentage of 4 billion? What is the answer? -7? Well, I don't get it. Mm, let's do this. Let's do this. What is 0.000000001%
Is this camera
of
on
4
me?
billion?
Yes, it's on.
And let's
That's
see what number I get.
stupid. Use your common sense.
Let's see. Mm, okay, let's do 0.001% of 4 billion. Let me look on my AI. Bear with me, y'all. We figuring this out though before I continue. She literally said 10 men out of 4 billion men. Likes looking like. Can we get the likes up? I got 9 people watching and only 1 damn like. It's a smack in the face, really. But we're gonna figure out this number before I continue. I'm about to look it up on my phone.
I'm gonna say this straight up. Men, I don't.
Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night, but for now, let's get into the video.
Really unfortunate reality is that being the cool girl gets you absolutely nowhere in life. You will never win. I'm 26 years old and I've never been in a relationship. That's because I give the same effort that people give me. And if you don't give me anything, then I'm not going to give you anything. But you know what? You don't win. You know who wins? The crazy girls, the manipulative girls, the ex that they're like, oh my God, she's so obsessed with me. It's just so crazy. They always win. They get back together. She gets the keys to the castle, the kids, the house, the everything. People just settle. And I don't know what that means. I don't know if I should just be single forever and just like be a loser, but it just like genuinely makes me so frustrated because I've always been too embarrassed to ever like text someone because God forbid they look at their phone and just are like, oh my God, it's this girl again. That was humiliating to me. But honestly, it's those girls that win.
Yeah, I've seen them on TikTok. They win 3 or 4 kids by 3 or 4 different men, and the keys to the castle quickly turn into the keys to a trailer or to a Section A house. They're usually the ones crying on TikTok they can't find a good man. They're usually on TikTok after realizing they're never gonna find a good man, and then they start claiming they're happier being single. Am I supposed to believe you've never seen them on TikTok yourself?
Why is it that very attractive women often seem to have the most diabolically unhinged bad luck in love? I've thought about this often. I'm doing a series on limerence, and one of the comments I received in abundance was that this limerence often happens to very beautiful women. Thank you so much, by the way. But I want to say this is something I've noticed. I've been noticing it for years, and
I found a number, y'all. I found a number. The motherfucking like button. Take your fat ass finger and hit the like button. 13 people watching, only 3 likes. Take your funky ass finger and hit the like button. All right, let's get back into it. Let's do this. So 10,000 is this percentage of 4 billion. So basically 1,000 less than this number. So can I blow this up? Let me blow this up. Hold on. I gotta blow this up. There we go. I blow it up more. That's good enough. So I asked this 40-plus-year-old woman if she went on 2 dates with every man on the planet. Percentage could she see herself dating after 2 dates? And 1,000 less than this number. Yeah, at that point, just don't date. You don't like the male gender, just leave us the fuck alone. The other woman said 33 to 50%. I know that's a fucking lie. Because if that was the case, you wouldn't be single now. So that's a fucking lie. That you would date 33 to 50% of men. So this is what I want to talk about. Men and women kind of don't like each other at the core. We like the idea of each other. We like the fairy tale idea of a man or a woman. Like from the guy perspective, she would have perfect tits. I'm just talking about ideally. I mean, men are more realistic than that in everyday life. But if we really talking about ideally, she would be very attractive. She would be hot with a banging body. perfectly feminine, um, good sense of humor, completely submissive. You know what I mean? She would cook like a gourmet chef and she would F like a porn star. Like, now men know that's unrealistic, but even what realistic men expect from women, that's not who women are. She don't even gotta look that good, bro. I just want her to be loving and caring and feminine and submissive. Women aren't that. Most women just fucking aren't that. We're learning that now. But even men's realistic standards and expectations of a woman aren't realistic because that's not who women are. He's gonna ride or die even when I go broke. That's not who women are. There's exceptions to the rule, always exceptions to the rule. But if we at this point in our lives, if we only think 10% of women are good women, then we don't like women. And if the women who think only 10% of men are good men, at that point you don't like men. Well, and we already know that women don't like 80% of men. Those are the men that are invisible to them. So it's safe to say women don't like men and never have liked them. We've just been a means to an end for them since the caveman days. And let's be real, even throughout the years when we could say men like women, no, we like the representation we like that they were sitting down and shutting up and cooking because they didn't have any other choice at some points in history. They didn't have any other choice but to be soft, sweet, and feminine, or they get their head knocked off. Or it would just be too many negative consequences for them to just be the monsters that they truly were, but they were always monsters. They kinda had no choice but to act right at certain times in history. That's when we thought we liked them. Men never liked women for who they truly, truly are, like, cause here's the thing, you are who you are when you have no boundaries on yourself. That's the real you. That's why they say you never know somebody until you see them in power, until you see them with power and leverage. That's when you see the real them. When somebody has power and leverage, that's the real them. So we loved women when they didn't have power and leverage because that wasn't the real them. Now we're seeing who they really are now that they got some power and leverage, and we don't like them. And most women never liked men throughout history because we did have the power and leverage. They didn't like who we were with power and leverage, so they didn't like the true us. Now I'm not saying most men were bad over the years, but even when men are good, they don't like the good guys either. They fuck them over, and then they complain about the bad guys, even though they like fucking the bad guys the most. It's a conundrum, but the point still stands. Women never liked men. But hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna let the dog out. Okay, this is what I wanted to say. This is what I was trying to get across to the 40-plus-year-old women. Relationships aren't really about feelings. Relationships truly are practical. Like when you're talking about a 50-year relationship, it's way more practical than it is sparks and chemistry and feelings. See, to me, that's the disconnect between men and women. Women want the feeling. They want the practical stuff and they want the feeling. They want both. And truthfully, that's just not realistic. But see, here's the thing. Women who actually have been in 10, 20, 30-year marriages and relationships, they know it's not realistic and they've moved on and grown from it. You see what I'm saying? They've accepted it, grown from it, and lived with it, and they moved on with their lives. The women who could never keep a man, they're still living in this fantasy world where they're gonna get this practical guy and the spark is just right and the chemistry just right and he's willing to wait on my timeline. Look, men worth having not about to be on your timeline. Point blank fucking period. And in so many words, I told him that. I told him these dudes who gonna wait 6 months while you decide if you like him, that's the dude with no options. He'll wait around for 6 years for you to decide if you like him. Men with options aren't waiting around 6 months, 3 months. And they got offensive. Well, that's well, he can leave then. Well, because I'm gonna take my time and I ain't rushing in nothing, and I know what I'm looking for the spark to fly. So if he can't wait, then oh well. They get super triggered. The reason they get super triggered because deep down inside they know the type of guy they're genuinely gonna like isn't gonna do all that. They're just fucking not. Hold on, let me let the dog back in. Yeah, so the one I was telling y'all about, she's been kind of on and off talking to this guy for like a year, right? They done went on 5 to 10 dates. She even knew him as a light acquaintance over the years and years. So look, at this point, she should know if she like him. But she's still talking about I only like him 10%. Like you just don't like this motherfucker. Let him go on about his business. Stop going on a date with him. Let that much stop wasting that man time. Right? Um, but this was the point I was trying to get across to her. At 40 plus, look, it ain't about no spark no more. It's time to get down the road. So it's about the practicality. It ain't about a spark and romance no more. So if he got good character and he's a decent dude, and she even said he's not a bad looking guy. He's tall, he's kind of handsome, but she still don't know if she feeling it. Like if you could depend on him and he's gonna be a practical good partner for him, you need to just fuck with him. She's like, no, I need to feel the feeling. I'm like, you grow the fuck up. Grow up. You 40 still chasing a fairy tale. This guy doesn't exist. And let's be honest, if he did exist, he wouldn't want you, but I didn't go there. I'm not gonna go there. So so I asked one of them, I'm like, so if we've been going on a date every week for 2 months and we've been talking on the phone, I've showed you my sense of humor, I showed you my character, my integrity, I told you about my past. What else do you need to see? So if I ask you after 2 months, you feeling me? And you like, oh, I don't know, you cool, we'll see. And I'm like, well, okay, well, God bless you. I'm blocking you. And they're like, well, leave then, but he should be patient and no. Women want to be able to control the timeline. It don't work like that with men that have some type of value that's worth having. And then at one point she said, well, it depends on the guy. For some guys, it might take longer, and some guys it might take shorter. I'm like, exactly. For the guys you genuinely like, it's gonna take shorter. So that's why guys shouldn't let it get further, because if it need to get further, you don't like them. But I asked the one lady, and this is the lady who's been talking to a guy for a year, and she like him 10%. I I asked her, "Have you ever liked any of the guys you dated or talked to?" And she was like, I mean, I don't know. I guess." I'm like, "You don't know, you guess." I'm like, "Have you ever liked any of the guys you talked to or dated 100%? Why that thing got to be percentages? You love percentages." I'm like, "You know why men love percentages? Because if we let women talk about it, everything will be this gray area feeling. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. You can't get nowhere with that shit. So that's why, yes, men put percentages on shit. We trying to get some solid answers. We're not trying to exist in this abyss of I don't know, maybe we'll see. Fuck that shit. See, that's why you can't have serious conversations with women, because they'll let the conversation just stay in the gray area. Cause this is when I was trying to pin something down. This is what happens when you try to pin something down with women in the conversation. They'll go to, well, everybody's different and you never know. I'm like, fuck that. That's why men put percentages on shit. Cause if I don't lock anything down concrete, you just gonna say everybody different and you never know. So no, the conversation is gonna get nowhere with somebody who could just use that as a cop out for everything. Everybody different and you never know, and it's all subjective. I'm like, no, it's a lot more. Some things are a lot more objective than women would have people believe. Women love the subjective area because they could just float in the middle the whole time. It's all subjective. No, what the hell? See, that's why women don't make good scientists. No, what the does the study say? Well, you never know. Everybody got their own opinion. Like, no, we need to get this shit put in the science book. Fuck it, that's why y'all shouldn't run shit. Cause you just never know. Everything's subjective. Everybody's their own person. Nothing would ever get done if the world worked like that. That's why I told her, no, a man wants to know. Yes, we've been on 4 dates. We've been dating, whatever, 4 to 8 weeks. I want to know definitively, do you like me? Now, I don't know. We'll see. Well, fuck you, blocked. Nobody's about to, no grown ass man is playing these games. If a woman can't tell you, I'm not even saying we got to be in a relationship, or I'm not even saying, let's just say this. I'm not even pressed for the pussy. I like you. I like hanging out with you. You ain't even, we've been on 4 dates. We've been dating for a month. You don't even got to give me the pussy. And I ain't even asking you to be my girlfriend. But can you at least definitively say you like me? Well, I don't know. You cool. We'll see. Blocked. Fucking period. But they get offended when you try to put a concrete title on something. Because they're flaky. And I'm like, I gave her this example. I'm like, if you've been on dates for 3 months with a dude and he come to you, he call you, and you still in the gray area space or whatever, and he call you like, look, sister, not sister, but look, sister. We've been dating for 3 months. I'm intentional. I'm marriage minded. I'm looking for my wife. So if you, what we doing? Because if you still don't know if you like me after 3 months of intentional dating, I gotta move on because I'm looking for my wife. And they're like, well, he can move on because I know what I'm looking for, and I'm gonna take as long as I need to take, and I ain't rushing nothing. But I'm dating with intention too. Don't get it twisted. I'm dating with intention. No, you're not. No, the fuck you're not. If you want to leave this open range where somebody getting to know you for a year before you even know if you like them or not, that's not dating with intention. And then she said something to the effect of, "We could date, but long as you know, don't fucking touch me, and I won't fucking touch you." I'm like, no, that's the whole wrong energy to even be coming on. See, especially over 40, these women want to. How can? It's not even that they trying to use a man, but in a sense they are. They're not necessarily even trying to use him for his money. I don't even think it's about the money. I think it's about filling the loneliness. Like they're lonely. So yeah, they'll go out on a date. They ain't doing shit else. It's not that they trying to use you for the food or the money you spending on the date, but they don't got shit else going on. And they hate sitting at home living with their own brain. So yeah, I'll let some dork take me out every once in a while when I ain't got nothing to do so I can dress up and feel like a woman. Sure. Ain't doing shit else. And then the other benefit, if I need a favor, he's somebody I technically could call. Not that they looking to call him for a favor, but he is a resource. If you really did need something as a single 40-plus-year-old woman. No, you're not running the timeline with a man who has any value. I ain't even talking about a high value man. You're not running nothing with an average value man with self-esteem. Look, we getting this show down the road or fuck you. Or it ain't gotta be disrespectful, but like I said, I'm gonna give him some leeway. After 4 dates and me consistently texting and calling for 4 weeks, and we went on a date every week for 4 weeks. If you can't even say, "Do you like me?" I'm blocking you. X says Kevin Samuels had a great answer to that. Let woman do all the work of the relationship. You plan the date, you pick the man up, you pay for the date, and you carry the conversation until we sleep together. Then the man takes over. No woman wanted that deal. Facts. They don't value men like that to put all that effort in. No, he supposed to do all that for me. I'm the prize. No, you're not, bitch. No, the fuck you're not. Especially over 40. No, the fuck you're not. Hold on, I'll be right back. Yeah, they want these 1%. I ain't gonna say 1%, but let's just for the argument say 1%. They want these 1% men to be so patient and knock down all their walls and make sure she's feeling comfortable before he get anything off the deal. Fuck that. Fuck that. Women need to start looking at relationships, but like I said, especially over 40, this practical. Women need to look at it like, okay, he cool, he willing to take me serious. We went on 4 dates. I got to know him a little bit. I at least need to blow him after the 4th date. I want the woman to feel like she got to do something for the guy to keep him around or he out. Men are worth fighting for and doing stuff for to how can I put this? How do I want to word this? Women want a man to work for their presence. What I'm saying is a man is worth a woman working for his presence. A man's present is a present too. Or some people can have the philosophy that both, the woman's presence is a present and the man's present. But the world don't look at it like the man's presence is a present. That's why he got to pay to be in a woman's presence. And he got to call and he got to jump through all these fucking hoops just for the honor and privilege to be in a woman's presence. I don't think it should be like that. Because in this dating phase, the woman don't feel like she have to do anything to earn the man's presence. That's just automatic. That's free. The man's presence is just free. And men go along with it. So I guess I can't be mad at women for thinking like that because that's how men set women's mind up. That's why they don't know what to do with a man with actual self-esteem who feel like, no, you got to do something to keep me around. Yeah, I done took you on 3 dates and you think you just about to keep giving me nothing but just showing up and I'm about to keep taking you on dates? Fuck no. And keep calling and texting you and I've got nothing from this? Fuck no. And I shouldn't have to ask for head or ask for pussy or ask for you to invite me over to cook for me. That should already be your mentality. I ain't gonna say after the first date, but let's just put it like this. Let's just say I went along with what society say, and the man should put in the effort and do all that for 3 dates. Pay for the first 3 dates, put all the effort, call, text. Let's just say I went along with what society said. Let's get the likes up, likes up, likes up. And if y'all want me on 2 hours, I'm looking to meet a $15 live stream goal. Nothing has been met. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat. Let's get the likes up, y'all. So let's say I went along with what society said. Men should court and put in all the effort in the world and pay for the first 3 dates, right? Um, okay, cool. But after that third date, it should be the social norm that she either sucking, fucking, like it's not even about the sex, but like what I'm saying is after the third date, or you know what, that should be how it worked. Like Kevin Samuel said, after the third date, the next 3 dates should be the woman proving why I should stay with her. That's how the date. That's how the courting stage should go. You know what? I'll take it further. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna play a video till I come back.
The only reason
I have a few theories about why this happens. Recently there was a viral video on here in which a woman was discussing another woman's appearance with her husband. And he said, she's okay. She's about the same as you. And she gets very angry. And then the husband says, men don't marry the most beautiful woman they've ever been with because she's up here on the crazy scale. So unfortunately, there are some men who think that way. I don't know the percentage, but it's true. There are men who think that way. And obviously the thought of marrying someone like that is nightmare fuel, right? But I think what happens to a lot of very beautiful women, okay? If you are an energetic, beautiful, desirable woman, with a strong aura, let's say, you are kind of like a lighthouse. And picture yourself as this lighthouse, and there's a light shining around, and you can only see what is being illuminated in the foreground, which is a sea of vermin. And in the background, beyond the area of illumination, there's little cats and bunnies and things that you would desire to cuddle and bring into your lighthouse.
And it only gets worse for the next 4 minutes, and all she did manage to prove was that you don't really need to be all that beautiful to be all the way up on the crazy scale. So
Okay, let me ask y'all a question. Because actually, I think I actually did drop a poll. I just dropped a poll before I went live asking this question. Let's see what the poll looking like. The question was, I didn't mean to do that. The question was, okay, and everybody said the same answer. I thought it would be some more variety. So, and I want y'all to answer this in the comment section, please. Everybody drop an answer in the live chat. So the question is, let me check Rumble real quick. 2 people watching on Rumble. The question is, how many dates before a woman should know if she wants to be your girlfriend or not? If you went on 1 date per week and you're talking a few times a week on the phone for an hour as well. So you talking to her on the phone for an hour, a few days, an hour each time, a few days a week too. Wha- Men, see, like I said, men, we intentional. We not trying to play this game for months and months. So I got 4 votes. I thought I had more than 4 votes. Hold on, let me refresh the page. So y'all answer that question in the live chat. Oh, it's only 4 votes. Okay, cool. So yeah, men, we trying to get down the road. If I'm pursuing you, I'm not pursuing you to date in court for 12 months before I get I, I, men don't date. Let me word it like this. Men date for pussy or a relationship. We not dating just to mingle for 6 months. No, we trying to get down the road with this. So either start fucking me or become my girlfriend, which is also you fucking me. So essentially, men date for sex, no matter what way you want to chop it. There's really no getting around that. There's really no gray area. Men are dating for sex, and deep down inside, women know that, but they don't care. They want, but he gotta cater to my feelings for however long until he unlocked the box. No, that's not fair. Cause you're never gonna say it. It's not like women say, okay, date me for 2 more months and you could get the box and I'll be your girlfriend. They're never just gonna come out and say it. They're gonna leave it in the gray area. So before you know it, you done been courting and dating for 3 years and she'll keep doing it. Why not? I'll keep going on dates. I ain't dating nobody else. They 40 plus. They don't got no other options on their line every other day. So they'll let you keep taking them out and entertaining them. Why not? I ain't doing nothing. So she'll let you waste your time, effort, energy, and money for years and not tell you nothing. But this is what I want to say. So X says 4 weeks. Can I get another answer? Anybody else want to answer in the live chat? How long should it take of dating a woman before she decides if she want to be your girlfriend or not, or before she would be willing to accept a girlfriend proposal? 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 3 months. How long does it take for her to know if she like you or not? Enough to be your girlfriend, like not even just sex or a one night stand. How long before she should know if she wants to accept your girlfriend proposal? But no, what I was gonna say is this should be the social norm. Let's just put it like this: the first 3 weeks, no, let's say the first 4 weeks. Let's take this slow. Let's just take it slow so everybody's sure, right? The first 4 weeks is the man's job to court, impress, show who he is, put in all the work, pick her up, text, call, pay for dates. Fine. The first 4 weeks, the first month, it's his time to shine and show his worth as a man. Show that he's, let's just say, boyfriend material, or just, yeah, we'll call it boyfriend material. 4 weeks, he going hard, he doing everything he can do to prove. Nothing is on the woman. She don't gotta reciprocate at all other than responding to the text and showing up to the dates. Fine. Okay, but also the social norm should be that next 4 weeks is her time to shine and do everything and prove why she would be a spectacular girlfriend. sucking, fucking, cooking, cleaning, all that. It's her time to shine. It's her time to prove her worth as a woman for these next 4 weeks. And all I gotta do is respond to texts, pull my dick out, and show up to dates that she paying for, that she picked me up for. Or even if she don't pick me up, I can pick her up, but she paying. It's time for her to show her worth. You know what I mean? And let's be clear. And you know what, I like this because everybody know they not gonna waste more than a month max. Now some would say that's still a long time, but I like it because at least it's something, you know, because some niggas waste 4 years. So I'll take it. Everybody involved would know the max that they gonna waste with this person is 4 weeks. So obviously the woman has what is it? What is it called? First right to refusal or whatever the fuck it's called. I'm probably not using the right term, but what I'm saying is the woman is well within her rights to cut it off at any point in that 4 week period. You know what I mean? You know what? I'm gonna say something controversial. So no, let's just say so she has 30 days to opt out of this. Okay? She got 30 days. He's been showing or not showing for 4 weeks. She got 30 days to say I don't want to do this. Fine. But on the 31st day, she gotta fuck. She signed up. She signed the contract in the beginning. This ain't rape. This ain't forcing somebody to do what they don't want to do. It's in the contract. It's like you had 30 days to opt out of this at any moment. And we'll give leeway if you were sick for a week, we'll give you an extra week. We'll give leeway. But on that 31st day, you have to fucking suck. That would change dating completely, wouldn't it? That would completely eliminate men getting, you know, a lot of time wasted at least. So what's up, Lauren? Let me ask Lauren. Let me ask Lauren this question. What y'all think about that proposal, the new dating proposal? Um, well, see, I'm gonna dive a little. I'm gonna dive a little deeper. I'm gonna dive a little deeper into that after I ask Lauren this question. Um, so Lauren, I asked the people on my channel this question. I'm curious what your answer is because we need a woman's perspective. The question is, um, I don't know what Lauren says. Sure, why not? I'm not sure what that's the answer to, but let's continue. Okay, so Lauren, my question is, how many dates before a woman should know if she wants to be your girlfriend or not? If you went on one date per week and you talked to her on the phone 3 hours per week, um, how many weeks would it take before a woman should know if she wants to be your girlfriend or not? 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks, or you could say however many weeks. But with that scenario, what how long should it take those being the prior parameters before a woman should know if she want to be your girlfriend or not without feeling any pressure or anything like that? But let's just say a girlfriend proposal is coming after whatever time period you said, and she would be ready to accept it at that point. 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks. So Lauren says 4 weeks too. So we all on the same page because I was talking to some 40-plus-year-old women this morning, and they were saying like, we don't know, maybe 6 weeks, maybe 6 months, maybe a year. I'm like, nah, you don't like them. You just don't fucking like them. So let me ask you this, Lauren, yeah, this the female point of view. What's the longest a man, like the absolute longest? What's the absolute longest a man should wait for sex for a woman over 25 who's not a virgin? Let's just put it like that. What's the longest You know what? Imma just say 30, fuck it. Imma just say 30. No, we'll say over 25, because 25 is old for a woman on the dating market, even though it sound crazy, it really is, they old. What's the longest a man should wait for sex from a woman he's dating, and she's over the age of 25, and she's not a virgin, she's had sex with 3, 4 men by now. What's the longest he should wait? Because that's a different question. Because you can become girlfriend and boyfriend and still not have sex for another month or 2 after y'all became boyfriend and girlfriend. So that's a different question, but I'm specifically asking about sex. What's the longest amount of time, regardless of if they made it official or not official, what's the longest amount of time a man should wait for sex from a woman? She says 6 weeks max. Okay, okay, 6 weeks max, so I'll even give it a couple more weeks just to make it super fair. So yeah, fellas, 2 months max. If she like if she hasn't made you come in any saying, damn, she ain't even jack you off. She ain't even jack you off. So look, just to make it fair, wait, Marlon says 1 day. Oh, no, that's extreme. I don't know if you're trolling or not, Marlon. Yeah, that's definitely Marlon. And I was gonna ask. Well, Marlon is a guy name. Okay, what up, Marlon? If you don't mind, how long have you been watching the content? How old are you? And what's your relationship status? Age, how long you been watching the content, and relationship status, if you don't mind, Marlon. Mm. Um, so yeah, just to be fair, we'll say 8 weeks, fellas. There is absolutely no reason why look, yeah, if you haven't didn't even jag you off. Come on, dog. She ain't even yanked the she ain't even yanked the crank yet. 6 weeks, dog. Oh my goodness, like Imma be real, man. Like I'm trying to think of any 4-year relationship. That's what's up. That's what's up, Marlon. Um, how's your relationship going, Marlon? I'm just asking. You can tell me to go F myself, but I'm just curious. This is a relationship channel. Marlon says he's 40 and Marlon Marlon says he's 40 and he's been in a 4-year relationship. So it's a decent amount of time. Do you guys live together? If so, how long have you been living together? And out of that 4 years, and how is the relationship going according to you? She ain't gonna see this, bro. She ain't gonna see this. Oh, Marlon said so so. Ooh, so so. Ooh, that ain't really that good. But look, we're gonna talk. Or no, I'm gonna let me go here now. But let me cement this. He says, "I can complain." I don't know if that was a typo or if he really mean it's going so-so and I can complain. I got some shit to complain about. Well, that's usually how it go. We gonna touch on that, Marlon. Imma touch on that. But let me reiterate this one more time. Fellas, ooh, 3 years living together? Yeah, that's enough to see what's really up with her. It don't get better, bruh. If it's so-so now, I mean, look, there's always rough patches. I'm not there's gonna be rough patches in relationships. Oh, he said he can't complain. I'm sorry, that different context. He says it's going so, I can't complain. It's not I'm sure your girlfriend wouldn't wanna hear that. I'm sure that would hurt her feelings. Not that we give a fuck over here, we talk the real. But if we looking at it from the female perspective, most women wouldn't wanna hear that. If they was in the comment section reading what their boyfriend of 4 years who they've been living with for 3 years, and they asked about the relationship and he says, so, I can't complain. But but we're gonna dive into that. But let me cement this first again. 2 months max, and the bitch should have made you come somehow by that point. I'm sorry. Or she just doesn't like you, block the bitch. If she hasn't made you nut, After 2 months of dealing with her, dating her, whatever. Haven't made you nut, block her. And you don't gotta block. You don't gotta. I mean, you don't gotta block her, but just let her know, like, just let her know this ain't. This speed is not my speed, and maybe you need more time. But no hard feelings. But I gotta move on. I'm used to moving at a faster speed, and there's nothing against you. You didn't do anything wrong, but maybe we just not a good connect, whatever, and just move on. Um, so back to what I was saying about. Okay, the new dating rule is the man put all the effort in the first 4 weeks, and then the woman put all the effort in to show her worth as a girlfriend in the next 4 weeks. And she can opt out at any point the first 30 days, but if she don't opt out by the 31st day, she gotta fucking suck and cook, and it's time for her to show that she's worth being a girlfriend. And then men wouldn't get their time wasted. But here's the flip side to that, because this is what women would say, playing devil's advocate. And this is why women need to step their discernment up. Because if you've been fucking since 15, by 25, you should know men like the back of your hand. You should know what to look for, what not to look for, the red flags, the signs. After 10 years being on a dating market dealing with men, you should know that. You know what I'm saying? So, but what the women would say is no, because it's a whole bunch of salute Marlon. He just subscribed. This is the live stream channel, Marlon. So thank you for subscribing to the live stream channel. But okay, Taurus says he's subscribing to this channel too. Okay, I'm letting y'all know this is the channel that I'm going to be live streaming from. But if you want to see my if you want to see my short form content, I have a new channel. It's called Dating Dysfunctions. Many people would say my short form content is better than my streams, and I probably would agree. This is some ghetto shit I do live streaming. But if you want to see my short form content, go follow Dating Dysfunctions and hit the subscribe and the bell. I'm gonna drop that link in the chat for all the people who just subscribed to this channel. Drop the link real quick. Just drop the link to the short form content. What was I about to say? Oh, yeah. So what women would say is, well, no, because a bunch of dudes are just gonna put in the work for 4 weeks and play Mr. Nice Guy, Mr. Good Guy, and then when I fucked on the 31st day, they gonna bounce. Yeah, exactly. That's why you gotta step your discernment up. You should know what to look for after 25, and you've been dating since 15. So if you keep getting fucked and ducked, your pussy either trash, your picker is off, or you ain't really bringing no real value that second 4 week period. So that's on you if you keep getting fucked and ducked. You know? But let me talk to my brother Marlon real quick. You're 40, you've been living with your girlfriend for 3 years, y'all been together for 4 years, and you said it's going so. Well, let me ask you this if you care to share before I go in on my rant. I'm trying to see if I can ask this without you getting too, not getting too, but not going into many detail. Is there anything you can tell us here in this live chat? We don't know your woman, we don't know you, but share what you feel like sharing. Is there anything you could share with us that could improve on her side that would make you say the relationship is going great? Like, what could she do that you care to share? What are 1 to 3 things she could do in a relationship that would make you go from saying it's so to saying, man, this relationship is great? That's the question I got for you, Marlon. And I'm gonna go get something to drink. I'll be right back. Let me play something while I'm gone. And then I'm gonna go on my rampage about what I think about long-term relationships with women, living under the same roof with a woman. And I'm sure y'all can predict where that's going.
Sorry, princess, but yes, men won't marry you just because you're beautiful if you're all the way cuckoo. They won't even marry you if you make your looks your entire personality. Oh no, unfortunately there are men out there who think that way. Unfortunately for whom? Not for them.
Okay, so I have a question for the people of TikTok. I am so tired, so done with dating apps that I just don't want to use them. I feel like it's literally like the same conversation over and over again. Like, what do you do? Where are you from? What are you looking for? How are you finding Hinge? Blah, blah, blah. And I feel like they're just not for me. And I want to go 2026 without downloading any form of dating app. That's a bold claim. That's a bold New Year's resolution, I know. But I honestly want to do it. And I want to know, where are you all meeting these men? Like, how do I meet someone out in the wild? What do I do? Where do I go? How can I switch up my routine to meet someone naturally, organically out there in the world? Because me and Hinge won't be seeing eye to eye next year. That's all. Thanks.
Bold statement to not be on a dating app in 2026? Yeah, why not? You know how almost every gym is packed on January 1st and almost empty on January 2nd? Yeah, that's gonna be her. She's gonna be on Hinge on January 2nd.
Do you know what I think is really sad? The fact that we all pay for love when we go on dating sites. And do you know what I think is even sadder? It's the fact that these dating sites very rarely work. What we actually pay for is validation on there. We pay to be boosted. We pay to be seen more. We pay to send messages to people. But you know what? When you're an option and people are sending message after message after message, you are just an option. It is not finding love. Dating sites are set up like a gambling site, if you like. I am aware that I am ranting, but I really do just think that if you want to find love, dating sites are just not the one. Unless you have the option to talk to only one person at one time, because otherwise you just get put into a little box with all the other people, you and 10,000.
Okay. So Marlon says the things that she could do is, what up, pup? Marlon says the thing that his woman of 4 years could do better is cook a little more, and plus she likes to stay up all night and doesn't want to come to bed. I mean, to cook a little more, okay. I mean, that's not. I think every man would like his woman to cook a little more, so I wouldn't really. I don't know how. Well, okay, how often does she cook? I'll just say that, but I wouldn't say that's a big deal. I mean, maybe it is for you. I'm just saying, if my humble opinion, that's not something I'm like, oh yeah, that's a big red flag, bro. You might have to let that go. That's not something I would say that about. Um, her liking to stay up all night and not come to bed. I can read between the lines. So cook a little more and fuck a little more is how I'm taking that. That's how I perceive the whole. She like to stay up all night and not come to bed. Not coming to bed mean not giving up that head and opening them legs. Oh, she only cook once a month? Okay, yeah, bruh. I mean, some women don't cook at all, so I'm not gonna say it's a complete deal breaker, but once a month is diabolical. I thought you was gonna say 2 or 3 times a week. I'm like, it's cool, bro. Just whatever, get takeout or figure something out them other days. My bro said once a month. Lauren, how much do you cook, Lauren? Lauren, can you chime in, Lauren? Damn. He'll DoorDash me something to eat instead of cooking. I mean, I ain't gonna say it's a deal breaker. I ain't gonna say it's a deal breaker, but that's a little bit of an issue. But it's workaroundable. um, I don't want to ask if you're sexually satisfied, but look, I mean, if she ain't coming to bed, that's how I take that. Let's talk for a bit, Marlon Brown. Look, I guess my first thing is what you doing up all night, bitch. I'm not calling your girl a bitch. We just, we just talking. We locker room talk. What you staying up all night for, bitch? Would you texting somebody? You calling somebody? Like, what you just watching motherfucking Law and Order? What's up? Why you ain't tired? She working during the day or something, or she work. I mean, I don't know. You don't got work in the morning. What's up? Okay, let me ask this question, Marlon. How old is your woman? Let's go there. How old is your woman? We have sex, but she just likes to watch TV all night. I mean, hey, that's cool, man. If she just watching TV, that's cool, man. Like, long as it ain't nothing else going on while you sleep, and she up, quote unquote, watching TV. Long as she ain't sending no texts and talking on the phone. Long as you don't come down the motherfucking stairs with your robe and your fucking bear slippers on, you tightening up your robe with your one hand, and you come down and hey, who you talking to? Hey, who you texting? I hear your phone keep buzzing. You know what I mean? You got that eye patch, that sleep eye patch on your eye. You peek it up like, hey, what you doing down here? Okay, anyway. um, yeah, modern women and cooking. At least she'll DoorDash you something to eat. So he says he's 40 and she's 39, and they've been together 4 years. Ooh, so you met her after 35. I have a thing about that, Marlon. He said he ain't worried about her cheating. That's cool, cause I ain't really worried about a bitch cheating either. If you cheating, you cheating. I'll find out one way or another. Life goes on. But and see, that's why I say men should never be in love with a woman. You can love a woman, but all that being in love and I don't know what to do without her and I can't sleep without her. And if she cheated on me, I wouldn't be able to eat without her. No, I don't think no man should ever be at a point like that ever in his life. I think every man should have an attitude like, yeah, she cool. I like her. I like having her around. But if she ever left, I'm cool. I mean, I'd be hurt for a couple of months, but I'll live. I think that should be every man's mentality in every relationship for the rest of his life. I like her. I love her. I care about her. I want her here. If she left me or cheated, my feelings would be hurt. I would be hurt about it for 3 to 6 months, but I'd be all right. That should be that should be the space that every man is in mentally when it comes to these women. Right? Now, let me ask you this, Marlon. Do you plan on marrying her? Yeah. Do you plan on what's the goal here? Y'all been living together for 3 years, you've been together 4 years. Where's this headed? I'm sure she probably asked that by this point. Where are we going with this? What's the plan, Mar? What's the plan? Also, do any of y'all got kids? If so, how many? Which one of y'all got kids? Which one of y'all don't got kids? If so, how many? And Marlon says he don't know where this is headed. He don't know if this is going to marriage. He don't know if this is they just living. Then he ain't worried about marriage. Sound like like most men, we ain't worried about marriage. It sound like he cool with it, just never going there. But has she put? You probably right, Lauren. Um, Lauren, do you care to share how often you cook, if you cook, or you could just tell me to go fuck myself? I respect that as well. Um, oh, he has a daughter who's 18. Okay, I guess she doesn't have kids, or maybe he'll put that in the chat. Um, yeah, man, we cool on marriage. Look, I'll tell you this. Well, let me ask you this. Oh, she can't have any kids. Oh shit, we getting personal. All right. Um, has she mentioned anything about marriage, or has she mentioned that that's what she is looking for at some point, or is she cool with just, or seem cool, or hasn't said anything about just going with the flow, or has she said she has a desire to get married? Okay, Lauren cooked 4 or 5 times a week. Okay, we won't rub it in his face, Lauren. His girl only cook once a month. Shit, hey. I'll say I had a girlfriend and she cooked, I would say, mm, she actually cooked probably about at least 4 times a week. About 4 times a week. Oh, she actually just got out of a marriage. The plot thickens. Well, what do you mean just got out of a marriage? 4 years ago, I hope. Or 5 years ago, I hope. Interesting. Interesting. She got married at 19. Interesting. When did she get divorced, Marlon? She got married at 19. I wonder what the reason she got divorced. They grew apart? Or or sometimes they just say we got married young, so we different people now, so I divorced her. Okay. How long has she been divorced, Mr. Marlon? If you don't mind answering. It's getting juicy in here, y'all. The tea is overflowing. Uh, what up? Ain't nobody watching on Rumble. They were separated for 4 years when what? You met her? Okay. So when did she get divorced though? Like so you got with her when she was separated. Okay. 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 They were separated for 4 years. That's interesting. Okay, wait. I think he's saying when he got with her, she was divorced for under a year when they got together. Okay. Okay, so she was about wait, a few months ago. Wait, what? Oh, so most of y'all relationship, she was technically married. Mm, interesting. Interesting. Okay. It's very interesting. Okay. That's okay. So she was 35 and married and y'all linked up. And okay, well, yeah, I would say don't get married. Who the hell am I? I'm just some random faceless voice on the internet, but I would say under absolute no circumstances should you get married. She's been there and done that. She don't need to get married again. I don't know if you know why they got divorced or if you care to share. If not, I understand. But I would be very much concerned with why they got divorced. I mean, I'm sure, but anyway. Um, yeah, I wouldn't get married for under any circumstances. Like absolutely, like I would take a hard stance on under no circumstances am I marrying you. I mean, you don't got to tell her that, but in your head, you should be telling yourself, under no circumstances am I marrying this woman. Um, oh, he was cheating. Okay, yeah, okay. He was cheating. All right, it's a pretty common answer. Here's the thing. Let me ask you this. On a scale oh, common law. Wait, common law. Oh, you live in a common law state? Ooh. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you then. Um, okay, let me ask you this, and then I'm gonna go on a little bit of a rant. Not that I haven't this whole time, haven't been. Um, I don't know if we're even gonna get to a video or anything. I've just been ranting. I'm losing my audience. I'm probably gonna get off here. Let me go on my rant real quick, and I'm gonna get off here. We didn't even go over shit, really. We got videos to edit for the new channel. I'm gonna edit that video we just did last night live. It's still up for anybody who didn't see it. I went live last night and went over the chick who swung on the man on the podcast. It should be up on my channel. I'm gonna say this. I think kids are off the table at this point, Marlon. Marriage is off the table, and marriage is off the table, and kids are off the table. So with that being said, essentially y'all are over 40 couple for the most part. And both of those things are off the table. Um I don't know if you live in a house or she moved in with you or you moved in with her. I don't know. But I would say this: no marriage, no kids, no going in on a house together. With all that being said, if you in a relationship with an over 40 woman who you ain't gonna have kids with, you ain't gonna marry, and you ain't gonna go in on a house with, y'all essentially just kicking it. I mean, I get it, y'all live together, but if y'all ain't starting a family together or paying off a house together, y'all essentially just kicking it. And that's exactly how it should stay. And when she get to tripping too hard and in her menopausal stage or she start getting disrespectful, God bless you, good night. Go ahead and give me my key back, or I'll give you your key back, and we go on about our motherfucking business. Move on with our motherfucking life. Yeah, y'all essentially roommates who kicking it. So cool. Let's keep it like that. No ties. If you ever get to tripping too hard or start getting disrespectful, I'll go on by my way. We don't got to get divorced. We don't got to split up the kids and have a conversation with the kids. I just move on with my life, and you move on with your life. Cause see, in my opinion, there really is no reason to live with a woman if you're not raising kids with her. And I kind of just have a philosophy that it's just it, even when you're having kids, living with a woman for a man is fucking hell for most men. 90+% of men, it's gonna eventually be hell. It might not be hell the first year, the first 5 years, Eh, but a 50 year, yeah, at some point, usually by the 7 year mark and on, it's fucking hell. And it's not. I want to say this: it's not because all women are bad people, even though a lot are. Even the women who I would deem good people, they're not likable to live with for 50 years. They're not going to be likable to live with for 50 years. It isn't meant to live with a woman for 50 years. They degrade over time mentally and emotionally. It's not about the wrinkles. I'll take the wrinkles, I'll take the fucking weight, whatever. It grows into them being your mother 9 times out of 10. The nagging, the bitching, the trying to control you, the trying to nitpick everything you do. You can't do anything right. Why'd you leave the door cracked? Well, did you turn the heat up? Can you just? Nobody wants to hear that shit. It's hell living with them at a certain point. And even and they can't help it. It's in their fucking biology to be a cunt after a while. It's not even because she's a bad person. It's just who they are as women. It's just female nature. Living under the same house, they're gonna just become bitchy. Even the good ones, bro. They're just gonna become bitchy at some point and unbearable to live with at some point. Usually within 10 years. And it doesn't get better, it gets worse. They don't get more likable to live with as they age. So, I mean, yeah, just roommates. And once it starts degrading to it being hell to live with her, just God bless you, good night. Oh, we barely see each other. She works 56 hours a week. Ooh, hey, cool. Hey, cool. Cool. She helping with the bills. I don't see her that much. I get some pussy from time to time, a meal once a month. Cool. Let's just leave it like that. And we can live happily ever after. I don't gotta see you that much. It ain't hard living with you because you barely here. Cool. Cool. Perfect. And see, here's the thing. When it get bad for like a year, see, here's the thing. And I've had a woman tell me this too. If a relationship is hell for longer than a year, just bounce. If you don't got kids, you just bounce. There's no reason not to bounce if y'all don't got kids or nothing. There's no reason why a relationship should be hell for longer than a year. I can see you trying to work on it for a year, but no. If we don't got kids and it's been hell for a year, peace. Wait, 50-50 on the EV7. I don't know what the EV7 is. Maybe y'all could educate me. Guess I could Google it. Oh, 50-50 on everything. Yeah, that's what's up. So you winning. You got a piece of pussy at home. You got half the bills paid. You get a cooked meal once a month. Cool. Long as it's that, cool. Yeah. But once it becomes more of a burden and a fucking stress on your life and mental state and peace. All right, I gotta go edit some video, y'all. Thanks for all the new viewers. Thanks for everybody that stopped by. I should be back tonight. There's no guarantee, but I should be back tonight between 6 and 8 p.m. Central. It's a 50-50 chance. So look out for me. I might be back between 6 and 8 p.m. Central time tonight to do another live stream. Love y'all, man. Love my family. I hope the new channel blow up, y'all. God bless everybody. Have a wonderful day. See you.